Hi, I'm Kenny Joya. Welcome to another one of my tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use trim automation in Reaper using automation items. Now, I've made videos similar to this using trim automation, but I want to show you how to do it a bit differently using automation items, as it's a fairly new feature. So I have a vocal in front of me here, and I've already wrote automation to the vocal track. So I have an envelope down here. Let's hear what it sounds like.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
So if you notice, this vocal line right here is a bit too low, and this one over here is a bit too loud. Now I could rewrite it as I'm in touch mode right now, right here. Just go in and grab it over here.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated.
There's two problems with it. I wanted to preserve what I already did right here. I just want to lower it overall. And also, in touch mode, it's kind of hard to grab the fader because it's already moving. Watch.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated.
It can be hard to grab. So for what I want to do, using trim automation makes a lot more sense, as I can preserve the automation here, just change it a bit, while still utilizing the original envelope. So there's a few different ways of doing this. The first way is just by creating another envelope that we can layer on top of this one. So I'll start by creating an automation item for this envelope. Go down here, hold Alt on the PC, Option on the Mac, and just draw it in. And that creates an item or an automation item for this envelope, which you can move around like this and treat like an item. Now we want to layer another item on top of this. So let's deselect this one. And if I try to draw one now, like this, it merges with the other. Because I have to change the preference first. Let's go to our preferences. And let's go down to automation. And let's turn this off. Trim content behind automation items when editing or writing automation. We'll turn this off. And now if I draw an item on top of this, while deselecting this one first, it's going to layer a new item like this. Now by default, it defaults to what's behind here, which is -3. Let's bring it up to 0 to give us a clean start. So right now, nothing has changed, but we could bring it up to make this vocal phrase a bit louder.
Saying it ain't complicated. Saying it ain't complicated.
That feels better. The automation right here is being used along with this one, and it's boosting almost 2 dB. So now I want to do the same thing for this line. Because it's too loud, just draw right here, bring it up to 0, and I want to make this one a bit lower.
That I should leave my reservations behind. That I should leave my reservations behind.
That feels good there.
That I should leave my reservations behind.
Maybe a bit lower, but this last line here, behind, is still too loud.
My reservations behind.
Let's create another one right there. Now we have 3 for this one section, and bring this one down a bit as well.
My reservations behind.
Now it should be even throughout.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
It's going to be a bit louder.
Leave my reservations behind.
Feels good. Now when we're done, we could leave it like this, or we could select them all, hold down Shift, and just glue them. And that's going to create one automation item based on what we're hearing. It basically combines them.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
That's a lot better. And we can still tweak it by adding more. If you want to go back in for this line, just do it again. And retweak this one starting at 0 to go up or down. So that's one way of doing it, by layering them and then adjusting them by hand. Or we could also do it by writing automation. Let's undo all this. And once again, we'll create an item right here. This time we're going to write on top of it and also layer it. But we have to go back to our preferences and make sure we turn on Insert New Automation Item when writing automation. This is going to create a new item on top of this one whenever we write. So I'm in touch mode now.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated.
And it wrote a new item on top of it. But a better way to do this is to do it in write mode. So let's switch this to write mode. Let's put our fader back at 0. This way we're starting at nothing. If we go above it, we're making it louder, or below it, we're making it lower. So if we just start writing, it's not going to change it. But I'm going to bring it up or make it louder for this section and bring it lower for this section.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
Let's hear that back.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
Much better. We made it louder here and lower here, which combines with the original item. And once again, we can select them both, glue it, and see the final result. If we want to do another pass, just switch it back to write mode. Make sure we deselect this one, put it at 0, and write it again.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
So that's one way of layering it. Another way is using a mode called Latch Preview. Again, we'll draw in the first item, but this time we're going to switch it over here to Latch Preview. Then we can double click our fader to put it at 0 and work section by section.
She keeps on saying
that sounds good. Let's make this a bit louder.
It ain't complicated. It ain't complicated.
And we're happy with it. Switch to write mode and just write it.
It ain't complicated.
And then stop, and we can hear the result of both items at the same time.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated.
We can do the same thing with the third line. Switch this to Latch Preview, put it at 0, and let's find the perfect level.
That I should leave my reservations That I should leave my reservations behind.
That feels good there. Switch it to write mode.
That I should leave my reservations behind.
And then finally, let's bring down the last word. Switch it to Latch Preview.
Reservations behind. Reservations behind. Reservations behind.
And then we'll start right over here. Switch to write mode.
Behind.
And we have that piece. So it sounds like this.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
We can bring this down a bit, still tweak it.
It ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
Bring this up a bit.
I should leave my reservations behind.
And then when it's perfect, select them all and glue it. And we have the final result of all those items or envelopes mixed together. Then we can rewrite it in the spaces right here. It makes more sense. And we're done.
She keeps on saying it ain't complicated, that I should leave my reservations behind.
So we preserved that original envelope, but just tweaked it or trimmed it with a few different methods. So that's how I use trim automation in Reaper using automation items. I hope you learned something. I hope you can use it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.